Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Temescal Canyon High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. Let us begin with the singing and signing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On behalf of Temescal Canyon's faculty and staff, I would like to recognize and welcome some distinguished guests who are with us this afternoon. The Lake Elsinore Unified School District Governing Board members, Mrs. Heidi Matisse Dodd, Mr. Stan Crippen, Mr. Christopher McDonald, Mr. Juan Saucedo, and Mrs. Susan E. Scott. And the members of the Lake Elsinore District Office Cabinet, Mr. Douglas Kimberly, Dr. Alan Guevara, Dr. Kip Meyer, Mrs. Tracy Sepulveda, Mrs. Arlene Sanchez, and Mr. Nick Powers. Once again, good afternoon. I'm Dr. Whitney D'Amico, the principal of Temescal Canyon High School. I would like to officially welcome everyone to the commencement ceremony for the Temescal Canyon High School class of 2021. Class of 2021, this is a time for celebration and happiness. This afternoon, for some of you, you may be the first person in your family to be accepted into a four-year university. For some, you may be the first person in your family to attend college. And for some, you will be the first person in your family to ever graduate from high school. But for all of you graduating today, you are now a true adult, a high school graduate. But my challenge to you, class of 2021, is to not let this graduation be your last. Graduate from college, from vocational school, or even military boot camp, but do it again and again as you add your personal accomplishments. Let this afternoon be the first of many. Each senior class takes on a character and personality all their own. And for this class, I would say that you are pillars of strength, survivors, and warriors. You have seen tragedy and disappointment, and you have weathered far too many storms for your young lives already. But in the face of adversity, you held your head high, you looked tragedy and unfortunate events in the face, and you did not let them win. You won. You were the warriors, the fighters, and the winners. Because of these events, I know you will not take things like time, relationships, opportunities, families, friends, and life for granted. You have experienced epic disappointment, and yet your positive attitude, strength, and desire to not let anything get you down has shown through, and that's what really survived. The true you survived. So class of 2021, I leave you with the words from the Leanne Womack song, I Hope You Dance. I hope you never lose your sense of wonder, that you get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the chance to choose to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance, never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hellbound heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I would now like to introduce District Superintendent Dr. Douglas Kimberly.
The class of 2021 has had a journey to graduation that has been unique. On March 13th of 2020, California went into an unprecedented stay-at-home order in an attempt to level the spread of COVID-19. We all thought this would be for a short time. As you know, it was for more than a short time. Academic and social advancement was a challenge for the class of 2021. You have adapted to many new ways of doing things that previously were simple or normal. They became complicated or unusual. The United States Marine Corps purpose is to adapt and overcome. The class of 2021 has developed those attributes. You are here at an American rite of passage of graduation due to your abilities to adapt and overcome. We can also say at this time has been an opportunity for renewed family relationships, self-reflection, and goal setting. This time has had great value or great discount, depending on the point of view. Combined with the actions of each member of the class of 2021, there are lessons to be learned that can help you continue to make history. Please enjoy the journey. The ability to be flexible in all situations allows the class members to adapt to variables that are inherent to all people. Thanks to your teachers and administrators who have prepared you in person and online to move forward by adapting to whatever the next steps bring you. The class of 2021 and your teachers have been pioneers transforming education. Future innovations and techniques in education will be built upon the foundation of this educational experience, in part due to COVID-19 response. The class of 2021 has opened up possibilities and questions for education faster and more significantly than any class in American public education. Computers and software may revolutionize how people learn, but I believe we have seen firsthand that teachers are and will always be paramount in the art of instruction. In a graduation speech, Steve Jobs said, "We are here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here? Here in Lake Elsinore and around the world, you and your classmates have already begun to create a dent. I challenge you to continue." We find ourselves in a time of paradox, contradiction, and opportunity, and above all, change. To the fearful, change is threatening because they worry things may get worse. To the hopeful, change is encouraging because they feel things may get better. To those who have confidence in themselves, change is a stimulus because they believe one person can make a difference and influence what goes on around them. We all have the opportunity to choose which of the three will be. We have learned through this pandemic that words matter, actions matter, and people matter. Combining these three concepts as we move forward as a nation will be a quest for the members of the class of 2021. As you take on the future challenges, please keep these three concepts in mind. You will write history that will translate in many ways, but your intellect and ability combined with experience are a powerful combination for finding success in the future. Your goals will provide a roadmap for you to follow for success. Do what you love and it will always be satisfying. Focus on the journey and you will not find disappointment intolerable. You will feel ecstasy in the final result. The next few months, and maybe even a year, may still present obstacles and setbacks that seem to derail your journey or divert you from your goals. Stay strong and focused and keep family and friends close. They will help and provide strength and energy. I wish you all the success that your efforts and ability allow you, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Please welcome our distinguished board member, Mr. Stan Crippen.
I'd like to welcome all of you here today, and we're so grateful that we're able to have this video and to be able to share with you our thoughts on this very important day for parents, students, and for staff. I feel like this is the most important talk that I've ever given in all my teaching or all my life, because I hope that it'll have an impact on some for the remainder of your life. One of the things that I would like to do is I would like to be able to go ahead and I'd like to do a thing called reframing. It's something that I learned when I was taking counseling classes. And reframing is where you can put a very plain picture into a very nice frame, and what happens is it just pops. And sometimes we can have things that are nice that happen in our life that we need to reframe, and one of those is COVID. And I'd like to explain to you what I think is maybe a better way to look at COVID. There's a parable called the Parable of Kentucky Bluegrass Lawn. And this gentleman and his family bought this home, and it was in an area that was a little bit run down, and the home had been just not treated very well. He went ahead and he went out and he mowed the lawn, and amongst all of this dead lawn, he found this one spot, a green spot in that lawn. He was so excited about it. He got fertilizer, he watered, he did everything, and soon in about a week, that little spot had become a 3-foot spot. And then eventually it became half the yard. And he got very, very excited about that. Well, next door to him, there was a guy who had a Kentucky bluegrass lawn. And it was a lawn that was just so green, it was just almost blue. It was just a tremendous color. Well, he was panicked about that lawn that was next door. And he got so panicked that at first he just went out on his hands and knees and he crawled around and he looked to see if there was something that might come from that lawn that would kill his lawn. And as the lawn seemed to grow next door, he still got more panicked and started coming back and going back, and he was going back and forth. He's going up and down on his lawn, looking for lawn moss, crabgrass, anything that might kill his lawn. Well, after about a month, that old dead lawn was perfectly green and beautiful, and the Kentucky bluegrass lawn had just died away. And the owner of the Kentucky bluegrass lawn was just pulling it up by the roots, and he was throwing it into the ground, and he said, "I'm going to find out what killed you if it's the last thing I do." Well, he wouldn't have had to look far, because what happened is that all of his crawling with his hands and knees had compacted the soil so tightly that the roots could not be nourished. And sometimes it's that way with us, is that we wind up so much looking for the bad in things that we can miss that good, and we can wind up inheriting and even creating the bad because we spend so much time looking for it. I think that's what we need to do with COVID. We need to try and take a look and see what are the things that have happened. That certainly we can find tragedies and we can find things that were lost, sports, events, music, things that were lost for our students. But I think we also need to look at what were the life lessons that were taught. Learning never stops. And if you look at history, what you see is you can see events that our grandparents and our parents went through: World War II, the Cold War, Korean War. You look at all of those things that happened to them. We look at civil rights movements and things that happened that created challenges in people's lives. And yet still there was learning that was done. And people grew. And they grew because of what happened to them on the inside. I'd like to tell you another story, a centuries-old story of a young man who grew up in a wealthy home and decided he wanted to try life on his own. He thought he knew better and asked Father for his inheritance. And he went ahead and he took that inheritance and he went to the big city, and he wound up going ahead and living a life that was maybe not, was a life mostly focused on him. And he spent all of that money. And one day he found himself lying with the pigs. And he was eating what the pigs were eating. And it was a wake-up call to him. And what happened to that young man is he came to himself. He just all of a sudden had a realization that there were bigger things in life for him to do. But it took that hard experience, that tough thing, just like our grandparents and our parents may have experienced, to be able to come to himself and to see what was really important in life. Sometimes we learn in the classroom, and sometimes we learn in life. There have been an exceptional amount of wonderful lessons that have been learned in this difficult time that we can take and apply for our entire life. We hope that you wind up developing strength from the challenges that you have. I want you to look around where you're at right now and just grab anything, a pencil, a bottle of water, and I'm going to put you through a strength building exercise. I'd like you to put it in your hand. I'd like you to start curling it. That pencil, that bottle of water. Now, I could ask you to do that 100 times, maybe even 200 times, and you might get tired, but you're not going to build any strength because there is not any opposition that is putting back on you. And that's what happens. We can gain strength from these difficult times that we have had. And students, parents, grandparents, I hope that you will allow your student to look and see, what have I learned? What am I going to learn from this experience that is going to wind up making my life better later? I have found in my life that human beings are very resilient. When their back is to the wall, that is when often their best comes forth. And our back has been to the wall. Why does our back get to the wall, and why do we grow from there? It's because we begin to see things clearly in our life of what is important. As I said earlier, learning never stops. Whether we like it or not, what we get to do is choose whether we learn from the lessons that are provided. I think that the worst thing that we can do is create a belief that the sky is falling. Look at everyone who has grown. Look at your parents. Look at grandparents. Look at friends. Look at teachers. Look at coaches. Look at all of those people who have made a difference in your life. What lessons can you learn from them? What can you take? What lessons can you learn from this difficult time that we have had during COVID? If I could give you one last homework assignment, it would be, what have been the life lessons that you have pulled out? I would encourage you as families to talk about that. What things have we learned? What have been the benefits from this experience? What do we see more clearly now? And I hope it's not like that young man that changed his life by going to the city and spending all of his money and winding up having to go sleep with the pigs in order to be able to understand how important it was for him to see things clearly. I hope it will not be a life that is focused on living for the moment that often leads to an empty life, but rather it'll be a life rich in service and the ability to move forward in your life. The definition of graduation is a mark on an instrument or a vessel. This is no end. This is a commencement, and commencement means a beginning, a birth, a dawn, a kickoff, a launch, a start. The opposite of a commencement is a close, a conclusion, an end. This is not the end. Learning never stops. My wife Mary and I are coming to a graduation ourselves. We're stepping into a new part of life. Learning never, ever stops. God bless you to be able to continue that learning and to continue that choosing as you move on. On behalf of the board, the staff, and the teachers of Lake Elsinore Unified School District, good luck and God bless in your choosing.
And now we have our counselor, Mrs. Brandon Kuhl, recognizing our 4.0 students.
It is my honor to recognize the students who have earned a cumulative GPA of a 4.0 or higher. These students were awarded a summa cum laude medallion at the Senior Awards. They have all worked diligently on their studies all 4 years. Many of them have taken rigorous courses and still performed at high levels. The students receiving a summa cum laude medallion are Ashley Hernandez, James Rowley, Sion Nelson, Jaden Lucas, Roy Lorenzo, Connor Tintorer, Seth Vecchioni, Hayden Benham, Emma Carr, Jenny Pham, Robert Lau, Robert Sherrick, Michaela Alsbury, Aiden Piscatello, Alex Hannon, Isaiah Witt, Melanie Mizell, Jamie Aguilar, Sham Labaneth, Ethan Woodfin, Shayna Gill, Jasper Peng, Jacob Rodriguez, Shayla Beltran, Kira Fong, Madison No, Haley Miller, Tari Kutch, Malachi Dodarian, Joshua Brenner, Ruby Munoz, Renna Okereke, William Yuan, Emma Ayala, Sawyer Sliker, Emma Johnson, Cassidy Blount, Zachary Boss, Damanza Uzar, Kristen Portillo, Bella Crick, Anthony Tober, Sebastian Reed, Aiden Baldwin, Max Jacobson, Emma Lamb, Jonathan Hayden Aguilar, Tyler Fox, Ernest Levi Albano, Emmanuel Thomas Gonzalez, Allison Bergham, Khalid Hajar, Mark Rangel, Lauren Kelly, Alyssa Hasselt, Shayla Smith, Jasmine Bibbins, Eric Hernandez, Rachel Perez. Congratulations to all of you summa cum laude seniors for all of your hard work, and to your parents for their love and support. Congratulations.
Please welcome our valedictorians, Ashley Hernandez and James Rowley.
Parents, guardians, families, and loved ones, thank you for being here today. Graduates, although I'm sure we can all express our feelings and thoughts towards not having the senior year we necessarily wanted, what matters most is how we chose to respond to our situation. To the class of 2021, congratulations to each and every one of you. Your presence here today is a clear demonstration of the resilience, perseverance, and dedication you all possess. As the first class to undergo virtual learning for their entire last year, we chose to finish strong, That portrays the kind of people this class holds. Personally, I can sum up high school to be the fastest, slowest years. For the past 4, we have all established families within the TC community, whether it was through academic programs, sports, clubs, or people with common interests. That is what I loved most about TC. You'll always find a family somewhere. To the staff and faculty on campus, the words thank you could not be enough to express our gratitude we have for all the memories you've given us during our time here. Regardless of the hours spent on assignments and studying, we got through it. From jousting while reading a play, playing ping pong at lunch, to jamming the music before class and having conversations about cooking chicken, these are some of the memories inside the classroom we'll be able to look back on and laugh about. I wouldn't be standing here speaking to you if it weren't for the support of my family, friends, and coaches. A mis abuelos, gracias por todo el trabajo que han hecho para que sus nietos pudieran tener la vida que hemos tenido. Espero que se sientan muy orgullosos viendo a su última nieta Fragoso y la primera Hernández terminar la prepa y seguir al colegio. Su amor y apoyo me motiva y siempre voy a seguir echándole ganas por ustedes. To my parents, I know it has been a crazy 4 years. Thank you for all the love and support you've given me through it all. I've been able to mature enough to recognize all the sacrifices and things you do for David and I, and it truly makes me feel absolutely blessed to have you as parents. I couldn't be more grateful. Lo hicimos, y todo lo que hacemos es por ustedes. Los amo. I want to acknowledge the class of 2021 once again. Whether we have met or not, I hope you are all proud of yourselves. All of your stories and journeys are unique to you. Take all your experiences, memories, and lessons learned as you move forward. To end this off, I'd like to share with you a quote by Kobe Bryant. He said, "Everything negative, pressure, challenges is all an opportunity for me to rise." Class of 2021, keep rising. Thank you.
Well, we finally made it. We've come to the end of our high school careers. I remember in elementary school that this moment seemed an eternity away, but here we are now. We've all worked hard to get here. All the assignments, projects, and presentations we did, especially the ones we procrastinated on, have all culminated into this moment. We must also thank all the teachers who have helped us along the way. They spent so much time both inside and outside the classroom to get us here. Through 4 years of instructing and grading the work of our class of 2021, through the challenges of distance learning and hybrid scheduling, our teachers have been there for us. And now, we must say goodbye. Although it's not an unfamiliar farewell to them, it is nonetheless bittersweet. Much like our predecessors, our days as students of Temescal Canyon have come to an end. Although cliche, it's true. It is not the end. Rather, it is the beginning of our lives. It is the ending of our prologue. We've been given the context of our world from everyone around us. Friends, family, teachers, administration, bosses, significant others, all culminating into our high school diploma. And with this, we enter the first chapter of our adult lives. We must take this knowledge and enter the adult world with stride. Be it community college, a university, the workforce, military, in-state, out of state, in the country, out of the country, or just plain unsure of what to do, we'll push forward and find where we belong in this world. Let us bid the prologue adieu and continue with the rest of our story, wherever it takes us. Thank you.
And now I would like to introduce our salutatorian, Sion Nelson.
Hello, class of 2021. It is an honor being here today as your salutatorian and being able to bask in this moment with you. All I can say is I am so excited and proud to experience this with everyone. This year has been a drastic change for many of us. It didn't look anything like we had all imagined it would when we first stepped foot into Temescal Canyon as freshmen. However, despite those hardships and harsh moments, we can say that we have made it this far. We can look our parents and teachers in the eye after everything that we have overcome and say that we are stronger and more powerful than our current circumstances. I am filled with gratitude, and I am extremely grateful to graduate with my fellow seniors who have endured times like this with me. As we sit here today and realize that our circumstances can never truly define us, we will begin the next chapter of our lives. We will eventually look back on times such as these and understand they have prepared us for a life that we sometimes have no control over. Class of 2021, as we go on to figure out who we are and what we want out of life, I want each and every one of you to remember to love yourselves and never allow anyone to steal your worth away. As we reminisce on our time in high school, let us not forget all of the people who have encouraged us and built us up along the way. So on behalf of Class of 2021, I want to say thank you to all of our teachers who have taught us how to speak up for ourselves, how to be leaders, and for encouraging us through our high school experience. We appreciate your understanding hearts, the forgiveness that we received, and the guidance that you've provided to us every day. I also want to thank administration and security for always ensuring our safety and having our best interest in mind, and for the janitors who kept our campus beautiful, because we can admit sometimes we can be careless. We appreciate the dedication and the impact that you have had on our high school experience and are grateful for your services. Not to mention the work our parents have done for us throughout our journey. They have sacrificed an abundance of things to ensure that we could eventually see the day where our names were on our diplomas. Therefore, we thank all of our parents for their love, compassion, support, and patience with us on this journey. You have picked us up from our lowest points and breathed life back into us in our times of need. Once again, congratulations, Titans. We did it. We endured these long 4 years, and we are finally going to be rewarded for our years of hard work. As your journey comes to a complete end, I want you to remember that your memories will never be lost and growth is always possible. The ups and downs of this experience teaches us that there is something to look forward to down the road. Class of 2021, you have finished this monumental step in life, and now it's time to move on to the next. I know that you are all capable of extraordinary things in the future, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you so much.
And now, the presentation of the senior class gift.
Hi Titans, I'm Alexis Nesdale, Class of 2021 Senior Class President. This year has not been an easy one, but not even a global pandemic could stop us from graduating. Congratulations on all of your incredible achievements, and I'm so proud of how far we've come. It's my honor to present to you this year's class gift. The senior class gift is being made by our engineering department and is a large Titan shield that will be hung outside of the House of Blues. Congratulations, Class of 2021.
President Dodd and members of the Board of Trustees, as the proud principal of Temescal Canyon High School, I certify that these students have fulfilled all the requirements as determined by the Lake Elsinore Unified School District Board of Education and are eligible for graduation.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends of the Class of 2021, as President of the Board of Education of the Lake Elsinore Unified School District, it is my honor to accept the senior class of 2021 as graduates of the Lake Elsinore Unified School District. On behalf of the Board of Education, I congratulate each of you and wish you all of the best in the years to come.
Alex Hannan,
Joshua Elders,
Gabriel Gomez,
Kareem Jamal,
Aaron Rodriguez,
Angel Ruiz,
Kaylee Davis,
Benito Ayala,
Cameron Campbell,
Jonathan Aguilar,
Nicholas Leverato,
Zachary Boss,
Julissa Gomez,
Joshua Brenner,
Leslie Cervantes,
Jacob Francisco,
Anlia McDaniel,
Aiden Piscatello,
Brendan Wade,
James Rowley,
Sophia Artiega,
Clayton Carlson,
Beatrice Lozano,
Stephen Manos,
Paige Lawrence,
Troy Woodfin,
Aaliyah Cardenas,
Joseph Lamas,
Sophia Roman,
Joseph Richardson.
Michael Smith.
Sawyer Sliker.
Zaisha Kristen.
Connor Tintor.
Nolan Fitzgerald.
Robert Lau.
Serenity Garrett.
Mohammed Khan.
Seth Vecchione.
Margaret Peraza.
Ethan Woodfin.
Madison No.
Marakai Dardarian.
Haven Murillo.
Emma Carr.
Jaden Gonzalez.
Sion Nelson.
Emma Valencia.
Rachel Reno. Jasmine Bibbins.
Aiden Baldwin.
Jamie Aguilar.
Kendra Bensley.
Shayla Beltran.
Desiree McNeil.
Athena Strecker.
Devin Ledspike.
Nakai Arredondo.
Brody Estes.
Isaac Olarsaba.
Jalen Acacia Solis.
Eric Hernandez.
Karen Jimenez.
Luke Gleason. Kyle Almada.
Clarissa Baez.
Nathan Deem.
Melissa Baez.
Seth Lopez.
Ruby Munoz.
Christian Alves.
Grace Fleming.
Camila Barandiaran.
Brianna Artiega.
Tiembra Fazande.
Natalie Gardea.
Demonza Uzor.
Brooklyn Gutierrez.
Isaiah Alexander Witt.
Cameron Card.
Emma Johnson.
Kiara Fong.
Hannah Oshiro.
Lauren Schaffler.
Julio Garcia.
Allison Dahl.
Vanessa Ayala.
Brody Kuhn.
Dulce Chavez Medrano.
Joshua Craig.
Erica Miranda Tomas.
Sawyer McGarvey.
Daylin Yexeni Fuentes Che.
Shane Lamas.
Yaihara Macedo.
Nolan Smith.
Emily Bertoldo.
Tyler Longnecker.
Shayna Gill. Tyler Torres.
Cherie Ada Montalvo Carrasco.
Jillian Gamez.
Cassidy Blount.
Trinity Stewart.
Allison Bergherm.
Cody Moranto.
Tyler Fox.
Justin Foland.
Tracy Castillo.
Crystal Reyes.
Roy Lorenzo.
Joel Romo.
Sham Labanye.
Gavin Beltran.
Jenny Pham.
Lainey Williams.
Brian Mata.
Sydney McDonald.
Jaden Lucas.
Melanie Mizell.
Brian Toledo.
Allison Dinger.
Riley Fullerton.
Emmy Dinger.
Sophia Lopez.
Madison Wasepka.
Christian Saucedo.
Catherine Carrillo.
Michael
Anthony
Park.
Chober. Anthony Chober.
Nathaniel Serrato.
Robert Sherrick.
Kaylin Driscoll.
Brianna Schmerzal.
Jordan Kelly.
Haley Miller.
Nathan Frankfather.
Kendall Bain.
Andrew Grau.
Christian J. Pierce.
Kaale Apana.
Madison Valentine.
Samantha Amaduri.
Adriana Castaneda.
Ashley Ratliff.
Sage Claiborne.
Amelia Banzon.
Adrian Monzo.
Kelly Hardwick.
Isabella Garcia.
Christian Betzel.
Alyssa Hassel.
Alex Irigoyen.
Zoe Lamotte.
Andy Lucelle.
Zoe Coots.
Michaela Alsbury.
Adrian Barriga Ugalde.
Lauren Kelly.
Elias Castanon.
Jake Everett.
Sumaya Nazami.
Jade Lopez.
Isaac Vasquez.
Leslie Nguyen.
Devin Hargret.
Megan De La Cruz.
Julia Platten.
Gabriela DeCaro. Haley Ricksecker. Natalie Ramirez.
Parker Burns.
Sophia Colson.
Alexis Nesdale.
Jaden Alvarez.
Santiago Londono.
Caitlin Dabbs.
Parker Hicks.
Graciela Gibbon.
Patrick Ilgis.
Tyler Colkin.
Sophia Melendez.
Joshua Korns.
Ashlyn Shelton.
Tanner Hall.
Cooper Rivers.
Bryant Forsyth.
Haley Douglas.
Joseph Nuno.
Ashley Hernandez.
Justin Pabon.
Hayden Benham.
Trevor Bourdon.
Derek Van Hemert.
Landon Corsa.
Brian Sully.
Jacob Seneriches.
Sam Wilbert.
Jabron Montion.
Christian Serrano. Robert Willis. And Liza Marie Vasquez. Perla Gutierrez. Maria Gutierrez.
Elisa Mendez.
Sarah Vega.
Catherine Purgason.
Brianna Ortiz.
Daniela Vargas.
Natalia McShay.
Nadia Araceli.
Dylan Tate.
Jamie Ferrer.
Jake Merrifield.
Darlene Esparza.
Brandon Jones.
Cynthia Sandoval.
Mario Della Torre.
Estelle Campo.
Jacob Cobb.
Lori M. Wilson.
Ryan Goodina.
Brianna Rocha.
David Meza.
Lila Sikander.
Pierre Duarte.
Ashley Hernandez.
Anthony Uloa.
Desiree Carranza.
Daniel Ippolito.
Avon Barari.
Samuel Ochoa.
Jasmine Huerta.
Andrew Gonzalez.
Tari Kutch.
Lincoln Norberg.
Bella Crick.
Jeffrey Lopez Hernandez.
Emma Ayala. Megan De La Cruz.
Daniel Swift.
Alice Deep.
Meadow McLean.
Dominique Miles.
Aaliyah Soto.
Stacia Slezak.
Kimberly Morales.
Chloe Snyder.
Elizabeth Macedo.
Alexandra Ramirez Rizzo.
Janice Muir.
Sherelle Barrientos.
Jasmine Raya Martinez.
Nailea Sabata.
Rachel Perez.
Diana Estrada.
Gunnar Feskowitz.
Ryan Hassani.
Alexandra Toledo.
Stephen Negretti.
Kristen Portillo.
Philip Diaz.
Rena Okereke.
Emily Goulet.
Emma Lamb.
Ernest Albano.
Carla Rivas.
Kimberly Flores.
Samuel Nahara.
Eric Morales.
Abraham Slayman.
Isaac Johnson.
Samuel Vitella.
Max Jacobson.
Norman Quadra.
Mark Rangel.
John Dizon.
Jasper Pang.
AJ Villarino.
Isaac Aguirre.
Jacob Driggers.
Zelly Okogwale.
David Bassi.
Remy Okogwale.
Matthew Perez.
Natalie Hadagi.
Drew Blanks.
Vanessa Jimenez.
Fabian Rivega.
Jillian Shack.
Rebecca Tierney.
Jason Ashman.
Ariana Maldonado.
Edgar Boykin.
Brandon Lagaspada.
Jeremy Dalton.
Alex Krajek.
Bryce Boyle.
Colin Dearmore.
Morgan Back.
Trenton Teague.
Colin Dutchin.
Callie Klass.
Christopher De La Fuente.
Emma Lewis.
Aiden Bowden.
Mackenzie Reiser.
Jacob Rodriguez.
India Easton.
Jose Delgado.
Tariq Johnson.
Ivy Dixon. Evelyn Escobar.
Nikki Godfrey.
Michael Ruiz Gonzalez. Jared German.
Terrell Taylor.
Torrance Zimlaw.
Marco Chavez.
Mahal Medina.
Aaron Thacker.
David Flores.
Jordan Salgado.
Clayman Fuentes.
Diego Navarez.
Elijah Monreal.
Medina Faruqi.
Cole Garcia.
Yulissa Osoria.
Noah Golub.
Leslie Lopez.
Giovanni Figueroa.
Alyssa Ayala.
Peter Ignacio.
Cynthia Torres.
Alex Hidalgo.
Penelope Suarez.
Samuel Ibarra.
Caitlin Marshall.
Frank Hernandez.
Sarah Haas.
Jason Herreri.
David Casada.
Khalid Hajar.
Shayla Smith.
Alexander Gress.
Teresa Isobaker.
Guillermo Huerta.
Mark Castillo.
Joseph Hernandez.
Leanne Tim.
Jana Atani.
Isabel Torres Reyes.
Cassandra Martinez.
Kaylee Kerrigan.
Alina Ruiz.
Cassandra Boscheman.
Oswaldo Lopez.
Lauren Allen.
Kayla Rodriguez.
Mackenzie Herring.
Austin Garcia.
Isaiah Jones.
Leonard Yaku.
Fatima Ruiz.
Jalen Wilson.
Mason Gerardo.
Lamaya Robinson.
Christian Martinez Hernandez.
Anthony Lewis.
Christian Martinez.
L. Smith.
Armando Garcia.
Caden Sibley.
Sebastian Reed.
Hannah Holmes.
Ryan Craig.
Georgia Rude.
Angel Completo.
Kelly Chavez.
Miguel Sanchez.
Maria Rude.
Kyle Craighead.
Gavin Bruger.
Miles Cota.
Juliana Huerta.
Michael Colta.
Deshaun Brown.
Christopher Valeda.
Miles Campbell.
Romeo Gomez de Leon. Emmanuel Thomas Gonzalez. William Charles. And Shai Turner.
Hello Titans, I'm Megan Dela Cruz and I have been your ASB president for the 2020-2021 school year. And today we set a big milestone in our life by graduating high school. We've grown so much these past 4 years and have gone through so many obstacles we thought we'd never get through. But after today, we start a new chapter in our life where we will continue to learn, fail, grow, and accomplish our goals. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice, and most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Although 2020 was the year of the unknown and a very scary year, I'm so thankful to be standing here today with all of you, safe and healthy with our loved ones in the crowd, watching at home, and for those who can't be here today, watching over us, we know you're here in our hearts. And now please rise and join me in moving your tassels from right to left. Congrats, class of 2021, we did it.
Congratulations, class of 2021. The commencement ceremony has concluded, and we wish you and your family all the very best on behalf of Temescal Canyon High School.